Hello, DebV here. Thank you for joining me today. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment. I love talking to people other than myself. I do that a lot. So today I am going to be making a little name tag. It's going to have my phone number. Yes, I know that's not good. I did try to do it with a QR code so they could scan it, but people couldn't just walk by and see it. And I would have to make it so big before the QR code was legible with the embroidery machine. My son suggested that I use the sublimation and iron it on, but that tends to blur on vinyl, and I'm going to use vinyl. If I'm out in the rain or whatever, I don't want it getting wet and then molding and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to use vinyl. Besides, I have some purple vinyl. So I have to use this cane sometimes. I have a pinched nerve. It's down real low where I had hurt my back, and it goes down the left leg. And sometimes it just doesn't want to work, if that makes sense. Like you're telling it bend and it's not, kind of a thing. It's also almost constant pain. I've tried to manipulate it back. I've used massage. It's not working. So anyways, because of how forgetful I am, I do want to make sure I put a tag on it, on the cane. So excuse me, I had started it, and of course right off the bat did the wrong thing. I skipped putting the elastic down. What I did was I put a little jog in my placement line so that I could put this in. Now it's going to sew that again. You know what? Wake up. Let's go ahead and just sew. Start from the very beginning. Yep, had to stop and pop stitches right off the bat. It's like, you made this yourself and you've already forgotten which order it was. I told you I'm very forgetful. That's all right. I can live with it. All right, so I've got a little, this is double-sided elastic. Yeah, I was going to make underwear and never did. So I'm going to tape this in here. I've got double-sided tape between it and on the back of it. And now I'm going to take, oh wait, duh, look, I put it in there. See? The way I did this, it doesn't turn. I'm not turning it out. So this has got to go in the edge, and I want it between. It's going to be quite thick right there, so I may not like it. The next time I may make it, where's the beginning of my tape? With a thin piece, with the leather, or I should say with the vinyl, because that's actually thinner. I had this, I hadn't used it for anything, and I thought, let's try it. Everybody else seems to find it very handy for these things. That looks so thick. We'll see. It's going to stitch it down. Now it's going to stitch my vinyl down. This was going to be for something else, and I didn't make it, so it's extra long. I'll just cut it down after I stitch this. Now you could do this with your machine with whatever shape you're wanting it to be in, and just place one down. That'll be your placement part, and then you could tape it, your little loop, wherever you wanted it. Tape it on either side of the line and put down your vinyl. So when you make it, you would have one for placement, duplicate, one for stitch down, put in your name, and then put the shape down at the end to sew the backing on. Okay? So total, it's 3 of these, but before the last one, you do need your name. Well, your information, whatever information you're wanting to put in there. I'm going to take this out and trim this down. I'll be right back. So, this old phone shuts off on its own. We're back. When you're stitching really small letters, it's better to have a thinner thread, like a 60 weight, but I didn't have any other than my bobbin thread. I guess I could have used that. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Okay, it's going to start with my name, which you know, Deb. So we'll go ahead and we'll start this, and then it's going to disappear from your screen at one point. Well, it's got my name all stitched out. And yes, I put the tape on there and you could see it through. Isn't that cute? Even though it's the same color as the thread. It shouldn't have shown, but it did. Because this is dark around it. So it showed around the edges. I'm just batting 1,000. So now, and this side has double-sided tape on it. It just is so hard to get tape to stick to this for some reason. I don't know. Well, the painter's tape does, but that doesn't. But this double-sided tape works really good. So now it's going to stitch the back on. Stop. That looks so close. Just trying to kind of stretch it a little bit because I don't want to take a chance busting my machine. Oh, forgot to put the purple back in. That's all right. It's actually just slightly inside. I didn't want all the perforation going in the same spot, so it was going to have a double row of the purple, but now it has a green edge. That's okay. All right. We're done on the machine. I'll see you at the desk. Okay. So this is it all done, and yes, I just keep picking at it. I can't stop myself today. I've got it trimmed down relatively close. I'm gonna mess with it some more. That's gonna drive me nuts. It's a little too far there. It works out. I will tell you, if you decide you want to try doing this, do these layers without any words or anything inside. So you would do placement and then put this in. You just need a line or something to put that in, or tape it into place where you want it. and then put top and bottom on. And you could do this all together. Take a piece of clear vinyl and make sure it's got a nice straight edge here and put it up where you have a bit of a gap, because you don't want to stitch closed. So make sure it's below the stitch line. And then, make it bigger than it needs to be. Tape it all in place, front, back, and vinyl, and one more stitch line to go around, and you're set. You could put a card with your information in, put it in there upside down. People can't see it. That might be the way to go. I like playing with my embroidery machine, so I did this. And I'm going to, my cane, has this, it came with this attached. So I thought I could just pop it, if I can make my fingers work, there we go, right on like that. And I can turn it over so it was not quite as visible. Let's try it backwards. So it is there, and it will flop around, but people won't really see it as much. I guess I could leave the tape on it for now. All I know is I wanted something on it in case I leave it in the cart. I don't use the go-karts unless I absolutely have to. I just lean on a shopping cart. But the last time I did that, I used one from the car. I parked next to one, so I just rolled in with that, and I left my cane in the car. And then when it came to coming out, I parked the cart inside. Yes, it's from years of pulling carts off the lot because I worked in those stores, okay? Do it in the snowstorm. That's fun. Anyways, didn't have my cane, so it took me a while. I did get to the car. My son carried all the stuff. There's no way. I would have had to use the cart all the way to the car if I didn't have my son with me. He's almost always with me. He always worries. You'll fall down and nobody will help you or something, So, at least somebody worries. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've made it this far, yay, thank you. I was trying to grow my channel. It's, not really working. I don't think anybody watches YouTube anymore, really. I don't even watch it that much. It's so overloaded with commercials, it becomes irritating. You'll be watching something and then it pops up one that you can't skip and it's 90 seconds long. It's like, and it's politics, people, or what I really love, religion. No, that's your religion, not necessarily mine. I don't care for being force-fed politics or religion from anyone, thank you. And yes, you can hate me. Leave a comment. Okay, I'm gonna give you a tip here. For anyone that likes to leave comments telling someone how much they dislike something and you think it's gonna hurt them, dislikes, thumbs down, they actually work the opposite of what you're thinking. Yeah, it hurts my feelings. It hurts, the streamer's feelings, but it actually helps the channel. So if you want to give me a thumbs down, give me 1,000 of them, because it's going to help my channel. I'm just putting it out there, letting you know. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.